Hey y'all, so I have not sat down and filmed in so long. Domsey's like right beside me. I just got done working out, that's why I look like this. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I don't really know where to start, but I'll get into it, but after my workout, like I just completed a challenge, I felt really proud of myself. Oh, he laid down. Oh wait, there he is. I felt really proud of myself, and I don't know, it's kind of getting deep, but whatever. I haven't felt like so proud of myself in a long time, and so let me kind of get into it. 2018 was good and bad. It was amazing because I got married. I'm not wearing my Aggie ring or my wedding rings because I just got done working out, like I said, but we got married and we went to Hawaii and we had the best honeymoon. And for the first part of the year, I would say like January through March and April, I was really good and I was really consistent with working out. And then after we got back from our honeymoon, I kind of like stopped, and I went through this little funk, and I don't really know what it was, but I kind of just like was really unmotivated to do things. And I knew like real life was about to start up, and real life meaning work was gonna start up and stuff like that. So without getting too in depth, let me put my hair to the side so I look like I have hair. Without getting like too in depth about my job, because I really don't want to get into it. And I mentioned this in a couple of videos before, and I know I said I was gonna post like a vlog over Thanksgiving, but I never did. I still want to do it, and it might be interesting looking back at the footage. But anyway, I don't want to get like too, I'm not gonna say what my job was, because I really don't want to get into it. I don't want to think about it. And really I just don't want to be judged, and it doesn't matter because I know like 10 people watch my videos, but I feel like in the job, I mean in any job, you don't know what it's like unless you do it for yourself, you know? But pretty much I was really unhappy in my job, and it just in like my field of work in general. I liked some parts of it, but I was so unhappy. And I had, let's see, 2014 is when I started like working in the field or whatever, and I did that for about 2.5 years, and I got really burnt out, so I quit. I got another job for about 6 months, and then I went back to the job I had just for like financial reasons. Essentially, I was making like decent money, and then I started making like a lot less money, and I was like, oh well, I liked making money, so I went back to the job, and I worked that job for 1.5 years, and I just resigned. I just left in December. And so anyway, that being said, I was so unhappy, and I had like so much dread and so much anxiety going into work, being at work, being at home thinking about work, and it just wasn't a good place. And I had experienced all of that. I'd experienced all of that, you know, like when I first started working, like real official, I don't like saying big girl jobs because I think that's stupid, but like real official job. And I experienced all of that, but I'd taken 6 months off, and I was like, you know, I can do it. And you know what's like disappointing to myself? Right when I got back into it, I said back really weird. This video is gonna be really long, by the way. Right when I got back into it, I knew in my heart like it wasn't a fit. Like I think I always knew it wasn't a fit for me, but I thought I could just like go through the motions and do it. And then I got so burnt out, like mentally, like I mentioned, 2.5 years, and I quit. And then I guess I took a 6-month break, and I thought I could like go back to doing it. But literally, like when I got back into it, I just knew in my heart like it wasn't I wasn't passionate about it at all. Like there were some parts that I was passionate about, but overall I was so unhappy, and I was really disappointed in myself because I knew it wasn't the right fit for me, and I went back and I did it anyway. Again, for financial reasons, because I paid well, and I like buying, like, it's gonna sound so materialistic, and I'm really disappointed in myself for thinking like that, seriously, but it paid well. I am so proud of myself because I ended up paying off the rest of my student loans before James and I got married. And so there were like financial benefits, which is awesome. But for like my mental health, it was awful. So again, I was like, oh, well, it pays well. I can keep buying makeup. I can keep buying Lululemon. I can keep buying, you know, like stupid shit. And so anyway, I did it. And then I thought, honestly, like, anyway, so I went back into it. We got married, went on the honeymoon, ended up going back to work. So unhappy. And I just couldn't do it anymore. And if y'all like want me to, I mean, I don't think anyone is, but if y'all want me to, I can do like a whole video of like why, like all the different reasons like why I quit my old job. But I don't know if I'm ready for that, honestly. I almost did it like when I initially quit after 2.5 years, but I like stopped myself, and then eventually I went back into it. So it's like, good thing I didn't do that. But anyway, 6.5 minutes of rambling on. I've been so unhappy just in my work life. And I know that work doesn't take over your whole life, but in the job I was in, it pretty much did. It wasn't just a 40-hour-a-week job. Like, you're always thinking about work, always working when you get home, working on the weekends, and it would have been different if all the work I was putting in like paid off, but like I was so miserable just like while I was at work. So I ended up resigning, and I'm gonna get, it's a long video. So I ended up resigning, and when I resigned, I haven't even like told all my friends. So it's just kind of weird that I'm like filming a video, because I was like ashamed, you know, and like it's really embarrassing to admit that. And I was like talking to my parents about it like initially, like after, and like seriously, I never understand, like, well, I don't want to say I never understand people crying on camera, but like I don't even cry in front of James, my husband. Like, I don't cry in front of anyone, so I'm not gonna cry. But I was like talking to my parents, and I was like, I didn't tell them when I did it. I was planning on to, but I wasn't ready, but they ended up finding out. And I was just like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Like, I was just so ashamed of myself. And like, I hate feeling that way, because you shouldn't, I don't want to say you shouldn't feel ashamed of yourself, but like what I've learned throughout the years is like, you're all you got. Not really. Like, you have your friends and your family, like you have all these people, but like if you can't be happy, and it's gonna sound crazy, if you can't be happy and like friends with yourself and like good with yourself, it's gonna be a tough life. And so like feeling ashamed is like a really bad feeling. So I felt ashamed, but my parents were so like supportive, and they're like, we just want you to be happy. And it's so cliche, but it meant a lot. And like, it was amazing, because like once I made the decision, I literally, you know, in Harry Potter, okay, you know, in Harry Potter, when Lucius gives Dobby like the book, and he opens up and he's like, oh, Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is a free elf. That's literally how I felt like when I resigned. I was so happy. And that I don't want to say that was a sign, but like, if I felt that happy and that free, and like I feel like a big weight was like off my chest, then I know I did something right. Yes, I was scared. Yes, I was like, well, back then I was about to turn 29. I just turned 29 January 4th. So like, yeah, it's scary. Like, I feel like everyone is like progressing with their life, and I'm just like, now I'm like stagnant, but whatever. Really great support system, and I just felt more free. But within that whole, and it's, okay, within the whole time frame that I was working in such an unpleasant job, over time, I had just stopped taking care of myself physically with like working out and eating healthy. I mean, I'm a huge foodie, and so I can I don't want to say never, but like I don't think I could ever be perfect with eating because I love food too much. Like I'm not gonna go on vacation. I'm not gonna go eat the world. That's what would be my dream. I want to eat the world. And so I'm not gonna like restrict myself. But since I was in that job that I was so miserable and anxious and just like so much dread, I stopped like caring about, it's gonna be so stupid. I stopped like caring about my appearance. And so even though I love working out, I don't want to say I like fully stopped working out because yes, I have still worked out, but like I would go through these like, and the time crunch was a huge thing. Okay, I was like, am I recording? I am recording. Because, you know, I'd get to work at 7, leave at 7, and I just feel like, and that was like every day. Or not every, I mean, sometimes I'd leave at like 5, but whatever. Like, it was just, I was always at work, and so I use that as an excuse. I'm not saying like, that's why, well, that is why I didn't work out, but I'm aware that I made that excuse. And like, yes, I could have always just gone and worked out. But that's not the point. I'm saying over the course of, okay, can I do math? Lols. Those like 4-ish years, progressively, I had let myself go. And I think since I was so miserable in my work life, which again bled into like my whole life, I would just be like, oh, well, since I like hate my job, I'm just gonna treat myself. And then like I used to, okay, so long story short, not really, this video is gonna be so long, but long story short, I started playing like club soccer in 5th grade, played up through high school, played a year in college, and then I ended up transferring to A&M. So I was basically active from 5th grade on, and then in college at A&M, I did like intramurals, and I loved the rec, and I was so active, and I loved working out. So like I've always loved working out. So I was always used to working out a lot. And sorry, I keep like burping. I realize, okay, this is a really disgusting angle. Maybe if I sit like this. I realized that I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. I like don't know how to speak clearly anymore. But yeah, so I was always used to working out, but progressively over, you know, those years when I didn't prioritize myself, my person or my physical health, my mental health, I just gradually let it decline. And I am taking full responsibility. I am not the kind of person, and I don't even like these kinds of people who like play the victim. Like, it's my fault. Like, I know it's my fault. But anyway, in the course of me always treating myself or, you know, doing that, it kind of led me to like really bad habits. Like I was saying, since I was so miserable at my job, I'd be like, oh, well, I hate my job. Like, I'm gonna go treat myself. Or, oh, well, I hate my job and I'm so unhappy. Like, I want to be happy and like not do this or not do that, not eat healthy, eat all the pizza. And like, I still do that, but I'll get to that in a second. This is a really rambly video, and I don't even know if it's gonna make sense. It's gonna be like hard to edit. But the whole point of this is I have been so unhappy in my job that would again take over my personal life that I kind of just let myself go. And so right when I like quit, resigned, whatever you want to call it, I felt a sense of freedom. And that was like right before Christmas, and I got sick like right around Christmas. I got sick like a little bit before Christmas, and I was sick for like 3 weeks. And my immune system had been really bad because I wasn't taking care of myself. And like, while I did have spurts of working out, like I worked out before the wedding, you know, but like I would be consistent, and then I would fall and be like so inconsistent. And then I would get back into it and like love it again, and then I'd fall and be so inconsistent. And again, I'm making excuses, and my job was an excuse, but it took up like all of my time. So yeah, I just got to the point where I was just really unhappy with myself and the way I looked and the way I felt. And I've always like prided myself on my personality. Like, I know it's gonna sound cocky, but I don't like the word cocky because I don't like that word. Maybe conceited, but like I feel like I have a pretty cool personality. and I just wasn't feeling like myself. And while I do feel more myself, I literally still feel like it's a work in progress. Like I'm not exactly back to where I was. Honestly, right now I kind of feel lost, which I know it's like everyone goes through this, and I don't know. It's kind of weird feeling this way, like I'm lost, because I feel like when you like graduate college or whatever and you're in your early 20s, it's like acceptable to be like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I feel like by 29, because I'm 29 now, you should be like established and doing all that. And I had done that, and I had like been established or whatever, and I like was so unhappy and I hated it. I didn't hate like being established, or like I just hated my job. So anyway, I just became like really unhappy with myself. And again, like if you're not like best friends with yourself and like you don't love yourself, it's gonna be hard. And so I think also like knowing that, and I already knew that because I went through like severe, like really weird severe anxiety in college. Like this random part of college, I just got like really bad anxiety and I had a panic attack, and it was just like, what the fuck? So I had like dealt with that. So I had dealt with like understanding that, okay, we're in this together, meaning like you and yourself. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like we have to work together if we're gonna get through this. So like I already knew that, but I had just been so detached. Like since I was so unhappy with work, I had just literally, it got to the point where I was like going through the motions. And I'm so thankful, like I'm so beyond thankful that I had a good home life. Like I had a good personal life. Like I have a good relationship. Like I'm best friends with my sister and her husband. Like we all live really close to each other. So I had a really good home and personal life. So I didn't completely like crumble to the ground, but I just, you know what I mean? It was just, I gradually was like decreasing. I don't know how to say it. So anyway, I felt really bad about myself. And then once I felt free, I started getting back on track because, okay, so I have raved about this thing called Camp Gladiator. And I love Camp Gladiator. It's pretty much like a boot camp style type workout. And what is that noise? I played soccer growing up, and so I feel like, I call it CG, Camp Gladiator. I feel like CG is the closest thing that I have gotten to like an athletic workout. Because it's lots of different movements and stuff like that. It's like weights mixed with cardio, mixed with like agility. It's really good. And so was like my workout preference for a while. But I fell off the wagon, and I noticed that once I start skipping, I get really, really scared to go back because I'm so out of shape. You know what I mean? So before the wedding, I was doing CG, but I knew I wanted to add something to like bump it up even more. So I started doing Orange Theory, and I really fell in love with Orange Theory. So I kind of like fell off CG and then went to the honeymoon, came back, like didn't work out at all. And so there's like a reason I'm bringing this up. But anyway, so I pretty much had not done CG in like months. I want to say since March, like, I don't know, so bad. But I felt a sense of freedom because I hadn't found a job yet. And so I was like, well, I have no excuse to not take care of myself. And this is like finally my chance. Like I have no excuse. Like I have all the time in the world. You know what I mean? And so I started doing CG again. And at the beginning of the year, they had this thing called CG Fit. And basically you get your body percent fat tested, and so you find out your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, which is how many calories you burn just like existing. If you were just to lay on the couch, just existing. And then they tell you how many calories to eat on a non-workout day versus a workout day. And they also tell you your percent body fat and your percent muscle, and obviously your weight. And I had known that I weighed a lot. And so I was like really scared to like face it. And so for me, like I am the type of person, I just like, I don't answer the phone because I'm really scared of bad news. I don't want test results from doctors. Like I never checked my exam grades in college. Like, okay, because I was too scared to like face it, you know? And I was really scared to like face my in-body test because I hadn't gotten an in-body test. I had done CG a few times before, but I had never like taken it seriously. I don't know. I like never stepped up to the challenge. Like I got my body fat test or whatever, and I don't know. And so like, I honestly, when was my test? I think it was like the very end of December or like very early January. I think it's very end of December. Maybe it was the beginning of January. I can't remember. Not that that matters at all. So anyway, I made my appointment and I was really scared. I almost just like skipped it completely because I didn't want to face it. And I'm so glad I didn't do that. Like I'm touching my face. That's cool. I'm really glad I didn't. And so when I went there, I knew my weight was bad. And actually, okay, when I got my results, like I knew my weight was bad. I didn't know my percent body fat was that bad. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised because honestly, and I don't want to go into it because it's gonna like sound really depressing and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of like stopped looking at myself in the mirror and I kind of just didn't care about what the clothes I wore. I cared more about, which you should always care about comfort. That's not what I'm saying. I wore like jumbo shirts and like leggings, and that's what I felt comfortable in. And that's honestly still what I wear because it's comfortable. But anyway, that being said, like when I was trying clothes on for my birthday on January 4th, like cute clothes, because I was like, oh, I'll get cute. Nothing either fit me or nothing looked good to me. And I was like, that was when I was like, shit, like I feel like I knew I felt bad about myself, but that's when I was like, okay, something has to change. So anyway, I got my test results back, and I don't know what the machine is called, but it's the one where you like stand on the scale and you have these little arm things and you hold it out and you hold still for like, I don't know how long, and then it gives you the results. But anyway, the cool thing is, since I had done CG Fit in the past, like they had my stats before, and literally my statistics were like, here is the starting point of my weight back when I did it like a couple years ago. And then the next few times I would do it, weight would go up, weight would go up, weight would go up. Body fat percent would go up, body fat percent would go up, body fat percent would go up. So the trend that has been happening is that I've slowly been gaining weight and slowly been gaining body fat. And like my muscle mass has been kind of like up and down, but it hasn't really like increased like my weight and my fat have. Obviously, if you have more fat, you probably have less muscle. If you build more muscle, you probably have less fat. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I really do want to learn more about this. But when I actually like looked at the test, when I faced it head on, because I'm really bad at that, when I faced it head on, I remember being in the car. Well, actually, when you go there, you get it done and it prints out, and then you go and talk to a trainer and they can kind of work with you with your calories and like see your goals and stuff. I was like a little bit embarrassed because I'm jumbo. I don't think you can tell. Well, actually you can, like you can, oh my gosh. You can tell like as my videos have progressed, which I know they've been few and far between, but as they progressed, I feel like my face has just been getting bigger. But anyway, like I was a little bit embarrassed when I was talking to the trainer, but not too bad. I remember getting in the car and I didn't hate myself, which is good. Good, Kimmy, you didn't hate yourself. No, I didn't hate myself. I remember getting my results and sitting in the car and being like, damn, like I'm so unhealthy. Like it's not just me wanting to look good on the outside. It's obviously, oh my gosh, obviously. It's me wanting to A, feel good about myself, B, just feel better in general, and to get healthier. Like health, you know, goes from like the inside out. So I remember sitting in the car and I didn't hate myself. I saw it as an opportunity, and I think was kind of like the clicking point. I was like, well, I faced my results head on, and there's like two ways you can go. You can either be stagnant. Sorry, my camera stopped recording. You can either stay where you're at, not be stagnant, stay where you at, stay where you're at. Continue to slowly or rapidly gain weight, gain more body fat percentage, or you can do something about it. And I think, I don't know, it's so embarrassing to admit, I think the other times I did CG Fit, I didn't fully commit because I didn't want to fail. And like, I would never have admitted that to myself. And I never would have even thought that about myself. Like back then, I'm like, no, I don't care. But like now that I actually like did it, I'm like, yeah, you're scared to fail. Like, duh. So anyway, so at that point I could have either stayed where I'm at, slowly just gotten more unhealthy, or do something about it. So immediately after, I didn't feel this like shame and this hate for like my fatness, and you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel that about myself. I saw it as an opportunity. So like, yay, my mind is already getting better, good. But I still was like, damn, like I need to do something. And I've never been one to literally like track my calories, track what I'm eating, like enter every single thing that I'm eating. I hated doing that. Shit, my battery's gonna die. I hated doing that. And so I started doing that. And so in the course of like 4 weeks, you need to get 12 check-ins. And while that doesn't sound like a lot, it's a challenge because this is like hard. I don't want to say it's hard on your body, but it's more than just like running or, you know, like lifting. Like I just feel like it's a lot, especially when I let myself not do squats for like 6 months. Like after that first workout, 2 days later, well really 2 days later, I like could not sit on the toilet. But anyway, so I took that as an opportunity to change, and I forced myself to go to CG. And honestly, like two of my favorite trainers, they're married and they like run camps. They have the best workouts, and I was too scared to go back to them because I'm so out of shape. So I ended up going to like another trainer who he still like kicked my ass anyway, but it was awesome. So I got in my groove. I went Monday of week 1, died, couldn't do anything. Can't believe I went back Wednesday of week 1, still couldn't do anything because I was so freaking sore. Continued to, you know, well, there's so much I want to talk about. Okay, continued to go back, and over time I was like, oh my god, I can squat and not be deadly sore. And I actually just got my 12 check-in. Actually, yesterday should have been my 12th, but on Friday when I went, they didn't have a check-in, and we were at an alternate location, so that didn't. But yay, okay. So, ew, I don't know why I stuck my tongue out. That's offensive. I'm sorry. I don't like when I do that. But here's my thing. It says CG Fit complete. I'm so proud of this. But the whole reason, honestly, the whole reason I'm filming this video is because after my workout, I got in the car, I checked my app, and it was like, congrats, you finished it. And I really, after my workout, I was so proud of myself because I literally like, I did a workout yesterday and I was so tired, and I was gonna go today at like 4 or 5, and I was like, no, I could just go tomorrow, but I have my body test tomorrow. So I really wanted to finish CG Fit before I got my body test. And it was cold outside, and I honestly just wanted to skip and go home, but I forced myself to go. I did the workout, and I died during the workout, but I felt it was so rewarding. I felt rewarded. Like, it was so rewarding, and I was so proud of myself. And I was proud of myself because I did that. And that's my whole point of this like fucking like 45-minute video. I did that. And for so long, I guess I was too scared, excuse me, to like commit to anything and just like follow it through. And I have, yeah, on the weekends, I have what they call cheat meals or cheat days or whatever. I know that, you know, takes me a couple steps back, but it's not about, like, I'm gonna be excited to see the results tomorrow. If nothing changes, I know that I've changed, or like whatever. But it's not about like a quick fix of like losing weight. I need to get back to consistently going, consistently working out. I need to change my diet and be consistent with it. I know it's like, oh, it's only diet, it's a lifestyle change. Like everyone says that, but it's so true. Like I'm not in it. And embarrassingly, I like typed a January 2018 like post about this. Like I'm not in it for the quick fix. Like I'm in it for a lifestyle. And again, I was pretty good for part of 2018. And then the last part, I was just total shit. But anyways, like I felt so proud because I did that. And like, I felt like I haven't accomplished anything in so long. Like, I mean, little accomplishments, yes, but like, I feel like I was just letting, I don't know how to say it without being cliche. I just feel like I was letting life pass me by, and like I was going through the motions and I wasn't living, because I was just like, oh, I just want this day to be over so I can go home and not be at work. You know what I mean? It's just, it's sad. And so I made this video just to kind of update y'all on like where I've been in my headspace, and all of this affected like me wanting to film videos, because I can tell on camera, or I don't want to say I can tell on camera. Like if I ever were to go back and watch the video or just edit it, I would know what I was feeling inside, and it just like, again, it'd be going through the motions and it wouldn't feel right. And so I have filmed videos since then, and I'm not saying like every day was awful. That's not how it works. I'm just saying like overall, I was just, it had gone to the point where I was like just digressing. I don't know. It just got to the point where I just like wasn't, I mean, I always knew I was unhappy, but it got to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so I made a change. And while it was like shitty just to like, I mean, obviously I gave like longer than a 2 weeks notice. I'm not saying it's really shitty that like I had to leave my job, but I'm so glad I did, because I feel like now I'm like in control of my health and my fitness. And I know I've always been like, no one else will do it for you, like, or can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. But now I feel like I can do it. Before I felt like I couldn't. That's what it is. I just figured it out 45 minutes in. That's what it is. Like I felt like I couldn't, I felt like it was like snowballing, and I couldn't change it, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I felt trapped. Like I literally felt trapped in my job. And I think all of that spiraled to just being like, I have no control over my life. And like, I don't know how to describe it. And again, I'm so thankful for like a really good support system. It's really hard for me to like express emotions like in person, or like say any of this to like people, because while like people are watching this, really I'm talking to myself. So it's like therapeutic, or I'm talking to y'all, but like not live. No one else is in the room with me except Domsky. He's laying on his bed. So I feel, anyway, long story short, I did the challenge. I'm so proud of myself because like I did it, and I feel like I feel like now I'm like in control, and I don't want to let go of that. And I have to remember, like sometimes sometimes I film these types of videos as like accountability for me, because it's like, if I let myself go, I'm not going to. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I have to hold myself accountable. I'm in control now. I feel it. I feel like I can actually do it. Maybe I actually now have the confidence that I can keep going and doing this, this whole getting healthy, I'm just kidding, this like healthier lifestyle. So I need to just do it and hold myself accountable. So anyway, one other thing that I want to say is, probably in September, I started doing these spin classes, and I had done a spin class once because CG partnered with one, and it was like really scary when I did it. And I don't bike. I literally cannot ride a real bike. And I know it's like, haha, no one forgets how to ride a bike. No, I don't know how to ride a bike. Like one time in college, my friend was like, come on, let's do this. And I pedaled and I like fell over. So it's really embarrassing though, because I'm a pretty athletic person, but like can't ride a bike. And so it was kind of like weird for me to start spinning these spin classes, but these spin classes are like therapy, and they push you. And so like I love being, that's why I loved Orange Theory. It like pushed me. CG pushed me, because honestly, clearly I'm not pushing myself. I mean, like in the workout class I am, but I need to, you know what I mean? Okay, so these spin classes, they're like therapy, and I just felt like when I started going, I feel like the trainer or the instructor was like talking to me. Obviously, like I know it's supposed to be like that, but I was like holding on to his or her like every word. It's like, it's okay to feel like you're failing, or like it's okay to make changes. And literally I almost started, so embarrassing. I almost started crying in like some of the classes, because I just felt like he was like, it was talking about my situation. I was so unhappy, but that kind of, I'm not saying that gave me the confidence to like change and do something. It did, but I mean, I still did it. You know what I mean? Like I still thought of everything, all of the different consequences. So I'm not saying it was just that, but like, I felt like those classes spoke to me. And so even though I wasn't like doing CG or anything, I was doing cycle, and that's what gave me a little bit more endorphins, which is good. So I wasn't like completely shitty and didn't work out, but like I was like, go through these like, okay. So my camera died, so I had to charge it for like 45 minutes. I changed. I'm gross. I didn't shower because I wanted to upload the footage and like watch it. But I changed. I wear glasses now because my vision got bad. So, I mean, I don't wear them all. Actually, I started wearing them all the time because I was getting these like awful headaches. And so I was like, maybe if I actually wear my glasses like while I'm working and just like living life. So anyway, I was watching the footage, and I think I was talking, I had talked about CG and I talked about all of that. And I think I was talking about spin classes, but I just want to touch more on that because I feel like I didn't talk about that enough. So I really just felt like, okay, this is gonna sound so dramatic. I know it's gonna sound so dramatic, and I don't like mean it to sound this dramatic, but I feel like those spin classes saved me. Seriously, like they were so therapeutic and encouraging, and I don't know, like I felt really accomplished when I did the class, and I was pushing myself again, and what they were saying really spoke to me. Also, I got my sister into doing it, and it was kind of like our thing that we would do, and we could like see each other in the middle of the week when like work was really stressful, you know what I mean? And so I feel like those classes saved me. And I love spin classes. I've kind of, well, the first couple of weeks of CG, I would like do CG, the next day I'd do spin, and I'd work out like 5 days a week. And I did that for 2 weeks, and then I could tell my immune system was getting a little bit down. And so this week and last week I haven't gone at all, but I think I'm gonna go on Saturday because I just miss it. The spin classes are so fun if you've never done them. And that's what it was. It was like I was enjoying working out again, and it was good. But yeah, so I kind of like fell off on, dude, I should wear my, like I have actually started wearing my glasses more, but I can see the viewfinder so well with my glasses. I don't have, like, I can still see the viewfinder, but like, oh, skin doesn't look that bad. And then I put it on and I'm like, oh, yeah, it looks kind of bad. But anyway, so I really love the spin classes, and they kind of just gave me confidence that like I'm in control and we make our own decisions. And sometimes you have to do things for yourself. And I think what I was going through for so long was like, I thought like I was doing things for myself. Like, oh, I feel bad, I'm gonna like go get a burger, or like, oh, I want to buy this makeup, or oh, I want to buy new leggings or something. And like that, I was doing that for me, and like I thought it was making me happy, but it wasn't. So when I was doing these, like when I work out or when I was doing these like spin classes, I like felt good and I felt proud of myself. And like I know I said I haven't been like super proud of myself in a while. And I was like proud of myself when I did that, but it wasn't this just like big accomplishment because I don't know. Anyway, so the whole point of this like update video was to just kind of let y'all know like where I've been. I've still been here. I was just really unhappy in my work, and it started to affect my personality. I don't really want to say it affected my personal life that much. I'm super hunchy, but if I sit like, it's too far. Also, my sister got me this shirt. No pants are the best pants. But okay. I don't know how I had the camera before, so I feel like my head's really low. But yeah, I wanted to update y'all on just where I've been, how I've been feeling, why I really just haven't been filming that many videos, and I really want to get back into it. And I know I mentioned that in one of my recent videos that like, once I do it, I feel really good. But even after that, like I didn't continue to do it. But that being said, that was like an update, just letting you know that I was like really unhappy, and I really am. I feel like I can take hold of this, and I really feel like I'm gonna change for the better, and not like, I just feel like I'm gonna not even change, just like become myself again and like work out. And while I never have been a super healthy eater, there was a point in high school when it was like junior year, and I was so in shape because like I remember playing like 3 full soccer games in one day, like at tournaments, and I was defensive mid, and so that's a lot of running. I mean, obviously not as much as like outside mids, but still, like, do you just ever reminisce to your glory days? Oh, there's a little animal. Do you ever just like reminisce to your glory days and you're like, damn, I was so in shape, what have I become? That's kind of like what happened. But I've always felt really good when I work out. I like feeling strong. I like being able to like walk and not get super winded. I mean, I'm still working on that, but the whole reason I felt courageous, so fucking dramatic. The whole reason I felt like compelled to do this video is because I did feel so proud after my workout, and I've been tracking my calories. And while I care about calories, and I know that's probably ultimately how you have to lose weight, I care more about like the foods that I'm eating, and we're supposed to track our macros, and I've been doing that and I've been really enjoying it. Obviously, like I am not hitting the right proportion of macros. If anything, I eat a lot of fat. But it's been really cool to kind of, it was really tedious in the beginning. Seriously, I was like, I can't do this. I just want to quit. I literally, like I'm dramatic. Like the second week, I was like, this is so hard. And I just wanted to like go get a pizza, which on the weekends I would, but like in the beginning, it felt really overwhelming and really hard. But I'm really glad I stuck with it. And I feel like we know these things, right? Like we know things are hard, but if you stick with it, it gets easier. But sometimes like these cliche things, I honestly feel like I forget to apply them in just like everyday situations. But I'm really glad I stuck with it. And now I feel like now I want to continue to eat healthier, and I'm still gonna keep tracking, because if anything, it just brought me awareness. Yeah, it just brought me awareness. Like in the beginning I was like, oh, why would I even have to like, why does it even matter if I eat like a handful of walnuts or something? And it doesn't actually matter, but what matters is I would just like eat without thinking, essentially. And it's just made me more aware. So when I do eat something, I log it, and I don't have a bad relationship with food. I know some people do, like they feel shameful when they eat things. They think they have to like burn off all the calories if they eat bad. And I'm not like that, clearly. But I will say it's been so enjoyable to like think of healthy recipes and just go grocery shop. Like I love food and I love grocery shopping. I love cooking anyway, so I feel like it all matched. But yeah, I made this to kind of let you know that it's been awesome because I got married. Like, love my what did I call him? I was like hubby or hubs, and he was like disgusting. So glad we got married, had the best honeymoon like just with my job. Even with that, and even with having a great support system, like overall mentally I wasn't happy. I just wasn't happy, you know what I mean? Like I was happy in some aspects, but a big like dread unhappiness was work. And yeah, so it's kind of where I'm at. And I do want to get back into filming, and I'm trying to do like a no buy makeup, and I have succeeded. I haven't bought any makeup in January, but you know what I realized? Literally once I was like, I need to stop buying makeup because I've been getting overwhelmed because I have so much makeup. And I think y'all have gotten the idea, not the idea, but I think you've gotten it just because I've been filming so many declutters, but I still buy stuff. And even in my videos, like I'm getting, like there's a struggle, like why do I keep buying stuff if I'm gonna declutter it? You know what I mean? There's just like this, this thing, I don't know what it is. So I was like, enough, like we don't need all this new stuff, like stop. I felt overwhelmed. So I was like, I'm not doing a no buy, and I got really into watching like no buy videos. And but you know what I realized? So I was like, okay, I'm not buying new makeup. I kind of, for 1 second, I like lost my interest in makeup, and then I started watching like fitness channels, which I've never done before, and I went down a rabbit hole of watching like legging review videos, which I love. So even though I didn't buy any makeup in January, I bought a shit ton of athletic clothes, like well, pretty much all leggings and a couple of tops. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to get better at that. So I thought I was like being good buying no makeup, but then I just ended up buying workout clothes, which I am gonna do. I bought some from Gymshark, from Buff Bunny, and then some Amazon ones, and I am gonna do like a try, I don't know, I want to do a try on video because I feel like they're really helpful. Also because I am not a size small. Actually, I wear like, we can get into the video. I'm a large, and I'm like a 12 to 14. Lululemon, I wear like a 10, I think, but 10s are like really tight. So I think I have a 12 and it fits better, but I like my leggings to be really tight. So like I am not a small person. Plus I'm like 5'7.5", 5'8". So like I'm not small. I don't wear an extra small. So I really do want to do these like activewear try on hauls just so people can see it on a different body type. You know what I mean? Because not everyone is an extra small or a small, okay? I'm just salty. I'm just kidding. I don't think I want to be. I've never been a size small. I think when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I could wear a size youth small. No, because even my soccer uniforms were like adult mediums. No, youth small? No, what am I saying? No, youth small, no, adult small. But even though, I think I just wore like adult medium. So like I've never been a small person. So I think those videos would be helpful. That's also what I wanted to update y'all on. So my channel, like I'm definitely gonna still do makeup videos. I actually really wanna do a shop my stash. And I wanna try and just incorporate a couple of different things. And so I am gonna do the try on hauls, even though it's super weird. I don't know if I'm gonna do a squat test. You know how people like squat on camera and it's like, oh, it's see-through, it's not. It's actually, that's really helpful. So I probably should, but I'm gonna be like, embarrassed. But I definitely want to do the try on haul, and I want to do more makeup videos. Shop my stash is always really fun for me, and I think that's what I want to start doing. I want to do, anytime I have like the urge to go shopping for makeup, I feel like I should just go shop my stash. So I want to get that under control. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know because all my activewear came in, and I was gonna film one of the try on hauls today, but then I didn't just want to like post it and like not update y'all. And I also think a reason I wanted to update y'all is because I feel like I am changing and I am happier with myself and I feel more in control, that I can continue to eat healthier and work out. And yeah, like I think that's why I wanted to update y'all. I feel like if I never, and again, who cares? Hopefully more people watch, but like if 10 people, I don't care. You know, like a couple of my friends, I think, watch my videos, which is awesome. But like, I don't care the amount of people who watch, because if I look back on my channel and I just randomly started getting back into stuff, I just feel like it wouldn't be right, because like I know the like oh my gosh, the progress I've made. Like I was really like, it's been declining and I was like really low, but I feel like now I'm on the upscale. I'm on the uphill part, and so I feel like it's important to share. I don't know, this video is really long. Also, I kind of like lost my momentum because I did have to charge my camera for like 45 minutes. But yeah, sorry this video is like 50 minutes long, and I'm sorry that, because I like rewatched the footage, and in one part I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so hard to edit. No, because like the way my brain is, like I can speak clearly and slow and I can explain things when I need to, you know what I mean? Like if I'm doing whatever, presenting information, I can explain that very well. But if I'm just like talking and having a conversation and just my brain is like, like I can be thinking about something, I can be talking and then immediately think of something else and then talk about that and then go back. So I didn't want to try and edit anything because I feel like it would make even less sense. Like it's supposed to make too much sense, but it would make even less sense, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel a lot happier with myself. And I feel a lot more confident. I know there's still a long way to go, and so I'm trying not to get like, it's been a month. Yeah, it's been a month. And I'm trying not to get discouraged because you know how you feel like you work so hard and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not seeing results or whatever. It's so easy to just give up and quit, and I really can't let myself do that. So no matter what the body fat percentage says tomorrow, I'm still gonna continue. I mean, I already feel better, just like in general, excuse me, I feel better. And it's good to take care of yourself. Like, why do I even have to say that out loud? I'm not even saying that to you. I'm literally like telling myself that because for so long, like I thought I was taking care of myself. But I was, but not really in all the right ways. Like, yeah, it is nice to treat yourself, you know, but it's also really important to get your health under control, and I wasn't. And everyone has their own like health or fitness journey or whatever. And for me, I kind of just let it go, but I'm excited to get back into it because I do like I enjoy working out. I love doing sprints when I'm in shape. Like I love sweating. I've always loved sweating. I just feel so good. You know, I mean, that's me. And so, it's kind of crazy because I never, like I talked about it in like my random yearly favorite. And again, dude, I didn't do a yearly makeup favorite. I didn't do a yearly makeup favorites. I didn't do like a random favorites. Every year that I've had my channel, I've done those, and I just haven't wanted to film. But I'm a little bit more confident now. So, you know. But yeah, again, sorry I'm super rambly. I feel like I've been trying to end this video for like 15 minutes, so I'm actually gonna end it. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it helpful. And yeah, I will see you all later. Bye.